Long story short, I fucked my customers. Yo, what? What's good, y'all? Welcome back to RICHLEV Fam. Gang. Now today, bro, I know you guys enjoyed that confessions video that I did, and a lot of you guys were actually kind of sad that you didn't make it. So I was like, you know what, bro, we got over 700 responses, as you can see right here, and I was like, I might as well make a part 2, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to waste all of you guys confessions, so we're gonna do part 2 today. So without further ado, make sure to grab your popcorn and let's see. All right, chat, as you can see, let's go through it again. If you haven't watched the first video, I told you guys, describe in detail your greatest, or should I say worst, confession for a chance for me to put you in a video. So first one of the day, I was curious of what poop tastes like, so I tasted it. It's all that bad. Did you mean to say it's not that bad? Wait, did you actually taste poop? Nah, that has to be clickbait, right? Some of you guys, I know you guys are lying most of the time, bro. You did not taste poop, bro. Shut your ugly. I once ran over a cat with my cycle. Someone's home cat, by the way, and decided to bury it near the side of a road. Nobody found it until like 2 weeks later when somebody smelled something rotting, until somebody finally dug it up and found the corpse of a cat. This is actually a real thing that happened. Yo. Bro, oh my god, why'd you try to bury it, bro? You should have just told someone what happened. I mean, like, I get it, you're trying to hide it and stuff, but bro, stuff like that always comes back. Don't ever try to hide stuff like that, dude. That's stupid. I once had a crush on my friend's brother. Turns out we were cousins in the end. What? Oh, wait, how did you figure that out? So that must mean you're related to your friend somehow, right? Unless this is friends like stepbrothers. So I don't know. I once was in school and I was bored, so I asked my teacher if I could go to the bathroom, but instead of going in the boys' bathroom, I went in the girls' and gooned and got suspended. Bro, you should get expelled for that, bro. What do you mean you goon? Why'd you go in the... Please don't tell me there was like somebody else in there, bro, because you're actually freaking weird. You're actually weird. I kissed my dog on the lips while I was sleeping. Yeah, some of you guys need to just do this with your mouth. Close it, because what the fuck is this, bro? Why'd you kiss your dog, bro? I mean, I guess we all kind of kiss our dog, you know what I'm saying? We let them lick our face like that, so it's not too bad, but bro, like, you probably French kissing like the whole time. My school friend clapped my yacht multiple times and then ran away. Nigga, shut your ugly ass up, bro. Yo, you guys are literally lying, bro. Shut up. My school friend clapped my yacht multiple times. Like, yo, get your ugly ass on, man. I regret doing this. I got bricked by my classmate once and eventually released us. Okay. Yep, you guys, nah, you guys are too freaky, bro. Like, let me find some real confessions. Somebody say, I am a guy. What? Okay, me too. When I was in 3rd grade, I accidentally killed my dog. Oh my god, RIP to the dog, bro. When I was a kid, my first dog was an NY Schipperke with a thick black coat of fur and a small body. At the time, this dog was older than me and I was responsible for taking him out to the backyard, tying him up, picking up his business, then bringing him in. That was especially the case during the summer months. One day, I went through his routine and I forgot about him. We went to the store and came back to find him unresponsive. He was barely breathing and looked terrible. He wasn't moving when we tried to get him into water, so we checked his pulse. He passed in the bathtub. We gave him a funeral and buried him in the backyard. To this day, I still regret leaving him outside in the heat, as I feel that he could have lived a longer life had I not. P.S. You might as well go bald. Your hairline's beginning to recede, bro. Save yourself. All right, for this last part, fuck you, dude. Like, dead ass, bro. Like, how is my hairline receding? It's not, bro. You guys are literally stupid, bro. And I know you guys ugly as hell saying this stupid shit, bro. So fuck your dog. I'm just playing. I'm not your dog. But like, fuck you, bro. I don't even care about this confession no more. I confessed to a girl and she said no. Then I killed her cat, put it in the window, and stalking her for the past 6 months. FBI, open up at this guy's door. Deadass. I'm finding your IP, buddy. You're cooked. You're cooked. Bro, when I was in 5th grade, I was just walking to the bathroom and saw a $100 bill on the floor. I picked it up, of course. I told my friends because I was so excited. But guess what? One of them snitched and told the teacher. The teacher called me, took the money, and said she'd give it to the principal so the owner could get it back later. Later, I found out she would never even gave it. She just kept it for herself. Man, I felt so betrayed by my friend and the teacher. Damn, bro. I mean, yeah, that is kind of messed up, bro. That is kind of messed up, but it is what it is. It don't belong to either one of y'all, to be honest. I watch your videos on my left hand. Nigga, okay. What the hell is that supposed to mean? My little cousin was pissing me off when I was a kid, so I decided to push his ass into his train tracks. Still don't miss that little shit. Yo, you guys are literally straight lying, bro. You did not do this, bro. And if you did, you should be in jail, not typing this, bro. Deadass. I cyberbullied a kid in Roblox. It got so bad that she started crying so loud. And I was playing Steal a Brain Rot too. Me and my friend stole all of her brain rots. She started swearing at us like a 6-7-year-old kid. And then her mom walks in and starts beating her ass. I don't know what she was actually doing, but I heard slaps at her mom saying that she will never give her the phone and she will never play Roblox again. I felt super bad. And the craziest thing is she logged off. I searched up her account and it was deleted. Yo, you see, chat? You see what happens when you start rage baiting kids on Roblox, bro? Then they get whooped and shit, bro, because they started cursing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Don't be cursing if you don't want to get whooped. That's a fact. So I have a foot fetish, and I told my friend that was a girl. I had one, and she blocked me next minute. Congratulations. Congratulations, you freaking weirdo. What the? One time a few years back, I was walking home from work when a man with a knife approached me and threatened me. Damn. Now, I was prepared for this. I had my concealed carrier's permit from the state that I live in, so I had my SW40 in my coat. This guy was quick though. He stabbed me in the left arm, so I shoved him back, quickly drew my pistol, but when firing, I accidentally hit an innocent person in the head and killed him along with the homeless man. Oh my gosh, bro. There were no cameras, nobody else around. I put my pistol back in my coat and called the police, acting like a frantic bystander who just saw the murder. Now they don't know it was me because I always wear gloves while handling my ammunition, but still, I am a killer and it's been eating at me all my life. If I was just quicker and dodged the stab, my aim wouldn't have been that messed up and that man wouldn't have died. I don't live in that state anymore. I moved north where nobody would recognize me. Yo. Oh my gosh, this might be the craziest confession out of all of them. If this is real, honestly, I think it might be real just because of the way it's written, bro. Like, there is specific details that, you know, ChatGPT can't make up or people just can't fake, bro. So yeah, this is crazy, bro. I don't know how I would live with that either, to be honest. Like, I can't even, damn, bro. Just the thought of even killing somebody, it just like scares me in general. But like doing it, you know, on accident and, you know, because of a situation that developed, that sucks, bro. I mean, I guess you could, you know, just live with the fact that you didn't do it on purpose, but still, it's just like, fuck, could have gotten in big trouble for that, man. And I'm just praying for you to get better and praying for everybody that's involved in that, bro. RIP to the person that died, bro. That's crazy. One time when I was 10, I begged my mom to go and take me to chase a train. She agreed to it, but when we came back and I left my model trains running, and I was kind of mad that my cousin was sitting there playing with them instead of me, so I kind of acted like Daniel Tiger and pushed him out of the seat. And then I got grounded because he had to go to the hospital. I hit him to a wall. Yo. Oh my gosh, bro. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You need to go to juvenile hall or something, bro. Like, it is never that serious to freaking hurt your own cousin, your own brother, anybody. It doesn't matter if it's your cousin, just a random kid at school and stuff, bro. You don't need to be violent to get your point across, bro. Use your goddamn words, man. My craziest confession is that I have severe depression. Maybe, I don't know. Yo, I'm sorry about that, man. I don't know if this one counts. You can cut it out of the vid at any time. So I started to get depressed ever since my mom called me a depression and said that I needed to grow up. She was the only one that was nice to me, bringing me to school, cooking, cleaning, etc. So this obviously broke my heart. After that, the happiness in my eyes got completely drained, just a blank face now, and now it's ruining my relationship with my friends and family. And so I wonder if I have depression. So I took a test and I got severe depression, and to be honest, I kind of believe it, bro. Nah, this is a real thing that happens to a lot of people, bro. Like, I'm pretty open with you guys, not completely, but you know, when it comes to the depression subject, I feel like, you know, I was kind of a victim to it, and even till this day, like, it can sometimes get to me and stuff. So I understand this is like a real thing, and you know, I never want to downplay it. Nobody should ever downplay it. One thing I do want to say though is that, you know, nobody should downplay it, but at the same time, my best advice, and I'm not a doctor or nothing, so you don't take me serious, but my best advice is to try to not let it completely consume you. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you got to come back to reality and be like, okay, I gotta keep working. I gotta keep doing my thing. You know, we have our moments and stuff, but you gotta like try to do things that make you happy, hang around people that make you happy and stuff. It's just, you know, trying to be proactive in making the situation better. But you know, I can understand how bad things get, so I never judge people for that. And you know, I just pray for you and anybody in that situation to get better, man. I really want to eat my friend. What do you mean eat it? What? I was in Spain for a school trip with a bunch of friends, and when we are free, I realized that somebody was following me. Then one of my friends said that a girl was following you. Then I looked back for a second. Not gonna lie, she was beautiful, but I needed to act scared, otherwise everybody would think that I am weird. Yeah, that's all. I should have got her phone number anyways. Also, you need to watch Food Civilization by Dirt. No, this is too. Yo, okay, so you thought you was getting followed, and then it ended up being the fine Hasbro. I used to watch Paw Patrol. I'm grown up, and I still watch it. You know what? I don't blame you for this, bro. Like I said, I feel like old cartoons, just cartoons in general, and movies and stuff is way better than all the adult things nowadays, bro. Like, there's not really good movies and shows. Well, there is some. Like on Netflix, I always find some. Like right now, I'm watching the show called The Blacklist, and it's really good. And I watch Prison Break. Like, there's some shows that hit, bro. But there's nothing wrong with adults watching kid shows, bro, because it just like, I don't know, it just brings that kid feeling back to you, and it's just, you know, bright and vibrant. You don't have to worry about watching dark things, people killing each other and all that stuff. So I don't know. I feel like it's okay to do that. That's not really a crazy confession. I had 4 fights before I learned martial arts. All of it happened during my middle grade days. First one was against my bully friend, which I realized that he's bad, then I got beaten the hell out of. Second one was against another bully friend, except short, and he weaved every swing, if I remember. Third one was against a tall guy at the streets, and he was more frail and threw sticks at me, which broke because it was the only things he can grab and use before getting knocked down and running away. Fourth was against 2 short people with one swinging at me and the other grappling me and slamming me down before kicking me while I was on the ground. Note that all of these happened because I was stupid back then. Now I'm pretty pretty much smart enough to avoid escalating negative events of my life to avoid the same mistake. Probably not my craziest confession. Also, I crashed into a moving bike when I was 4 years old and stood up unscathed. Yo, okay, so about the first part, yeah, I'm glad that you included this part where you said all these things happen because you're stupid. I'm not gonna call you stupid, but the things that, you know, probably led up to fights were stupid and not worth it. You know what I'm saying? When you get in that many fights, chat, you gotta look at yourself and just think like, what am I doing to escalate these situations? You know what I'm saying? Because there's always a way to de-escalate. There's always a way to get out of things. I don't encourage, you know, fighting and stuff because it never ends well. You know what I'm saying? It never ends well. You always get in trouble, no matter what. So it's not worth it. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth your freedom or anything. And I'm glad you said you moved on, bro. That's good. And then about the crashing into a moving bike, I feel like when we're kids, bro, for some reason our bones are just so fucking strong, and then we grow up and now it's like easy to break something, bro. I don't get that. I'm not sub to RICHLEV. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You're banned from the earth. You're banned from breathing. You're banned from living. You're banned from having a family. You're banned from using your mouth. You're banned from touching things. You're banned from hearing things. You're done, buddy. This is the worst confession I have ever seen in my life. How could you just go throughout your daily life and not subscribe to RICHLEV? Are you fucking... I should reach through this camera and touch you. I should touch you. But I'm not going to. It's okay. But if you're not sub to RICHLEV, you're really lost in life, bro. What is you doing with your life, dude? I was lusting on my sister over a year until we made it official. What the fuck you mean you made it official? Make what official? But me and my sister was left alone after 3 years. Nigga, what? Yo, some of y'all need some mental assignment help, bro. I said Diddy in class. Okay, what is that supposed to mean? Long story short, I fucked my customer. Nigga, what? Nah, you gotta go into detail, bro. You can't just say that. I stole a school bus and ran over a grandma in a light pole. Okay, but yo, now you guys just lying, bro. See, there's some good confession. There's some of you guys just straight lying, bro. My deepest, darkest secret is I'm too Sigma to get a job. Really, nigga? So when I was 13, I was a pro gooner. I saw a hole in the tree, so I put my... Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm not reading no more. As a kid, I was playing Sonic the Hedgehog 1 for the Sega Genesis, but when I saw Eggman every day, I started to get nightmares about him and started to dream about eating him because when I asked Mom, she told me he's a chicken. What? Yo, I ain't gonna lie though, chat. Sometimes, like when we watch certain games or TV shows, movies, chat, we end up having the weirdest dreams about them. I don't get it. As a kid, bro. As a kid, like our minds were just so weird. All right, not really my confession, but I know one. One, I teased my classmate about having a crush, but when somebody finds out, she stops having a crush. Red flag. So basically, there's this guy in class. Let's call him Za. So Za and her, let's call her Alex. And him, we're talking alone. So then my ass decided to what every person would do. Decided to do what every person would do. Maybe not everyone. Start imagining them as a couple. So I told her about that, and then she got mad at me, telling me to stop, like she actually had a crush on him. Then that's where the blackmailing starts. So then I started teasing her more and more until she agreed to not ask for my food ever again. My classmate's gonna kill me. Yo. So you did this just so your friend won't ask for food over? Yo, oh my god, this is such kid drama, bro. This is so dumb. Yo, that I was Timmy Tough Knuckles. Yo, sometimes you gotta make me laugh because you're so restarted, bro. Like, what you mean you were Timmy Tough Knuckles? No, you weren't, bro. Okay, I have something to confess, something really sus and ridiculous that actually happened. So I was at home playing my game console, super focused, when I accidentally knocked over a cup of water. It spilled all over the console and I panicked, shaking it, trying to dry it, basically acting like a total maniac. Meanwhile, my little brother was standing there laughing at me the whole time, making me even more annoyed. Yo, why do siblings do that, bro? They literally see you panicking, about to freak out and stuff, and they're just like... Like, okay, what if I throw you off this window right now, little bro? In a moment of pure chaos, I grabbed him by the arm and dragged him to the bathroom, thinking I could scare him a little. I ended up shoving his head into the toilet, and of course, he freaked out, screaming and kicked me. I froze for a second, realizing, wow, this actually might go too far. You think? You shoving his head into the toilet, bro? You could drown him, bro. And then my dad came home. He walked in, saw the entire scene, the soap console, my little brother dripping wet, and me looking like a total disaster and oh man, the scolding was insane. He whooped me, lectured me, and for the ultimate punishment, he made me drink the toilet water. Yo, that's actually insane, bruh. My little brother was crying and laughing at the same time, probably thinking I have officially lost my mind. Honestly, it was sus, disgusting, embarrassing, and hilarious all at once. I learned a lot that day, mostly that gaming consoles, little brothers, toilets, and dad's punishments should never mix. Yo, thank you for sharing this, bro. This is a crazy story, bro. Yeah, learn that day. Don't shove people in the toilet unless you want to drink the toilet water yourself. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Okay, once when I was around 14 years old, keep in mind I'm 25 now. Dang. So it was long. I didn't mean to say dang like old. I was just never mind. So it was it was a long time ago, and there was this girl 1 year younger than me, and I was down bad for her body. What? One time when she called me on her birthday, everything went fine, but soon enough she went to the toilet. I sniffed her seat. Bro, you better get your freak ass on, boy. And I sniffed it real good. What you mean real good? Like, how do you know it's real good? Anyways, like about a minute of sniffing. Thankfully, I wasn't caught because I faked dropping my watch. Till this day, I kept it a secret. I don't feel guilty about it. Yeah, we know you don't feel guilty. We know your freak ass don't feel guilty, bro. Yo, don't ever do a confession again, bro. No, I'm just playing. I farted during school. Bro, don't we all, bro? Like, we're at school for freaking what? 6-7 hours at least per day, bro. We gotta let out a fart at least once, you know what I'm saying? I called 911 on my friend because he was kind of gay in elementary school. I thought being gay was illegal. Yo, who just rotted your brain that much to think that being gay is illegal, bro? Like, it's not that serious, dude. Let people be who the hell they want to be. Why you calling the cops, bro? Oh my god, bro, you guys are so restarted. So when I was 13, I'm a girl, by the way. I was scrolling on TikTok when I saw an animation talking about an AI roleplay app like Cal AI, which is my favorite AI roleplay app, but it had filters, meaning I couldn't talk like inappropriate stuff with them. Okay, and the video was saying it had no filters and I could talk NSFW content with the AI chatbots. It was called Spicy Chat, and I had to get it from a link in the bio for the one who uploaded the video. So I downloaded it and chatted for like 2 days. When I decided to steal my mom's credit card to buy premium, it included the AI sending pics. If you know you, yo, there's no way y'all this down bad for some freaking AI characters, dude. And I did buy premium, and I told the AI to send me pics, and I gooned to them for 2 months until my mom found out and beat my ass. Thank you, mom. I'm sorry, bro. You need to get your ass whooped for this, bro. You was 13, dude. What the hell you doing on AI shit, bro? And as a matter of fact, you're saying 13, bro. There's no way you could be that much older because AI was just not introduced, but you know, these chatbot things and stuff it's pretty recent, bro. So you can't be that much older, bro. Take my phone and ground me for a year. I'm 18 now. Oh, you're 18 now, and I'm ashamed. By the way, I love your videos. Yo, thank you for loving my videos. I appreciate that, bro. But you need to get your freak ass on, man. At least you're ashamed of it though, man. I feel like we all done some shit we ashamed of as a freaking little teenager, bro. Like, our minds were not developed or nothing. My dad smokes and drinks beer and wine, and then he crashes out so bad he broke many plates, shattered beer bottles, flipping over the living room table, and threatened to kill my mom and my family. And I have to live like this for my life. 11 years of pain since my beginning, bro. I'm sorry you have to go through that, bro, but this is like a prime example of why parents, bro, like, they just be drinking and doing whatever and not worrying about anything that the kids have to go through. Like, as a matter of fact, like, dude, I get it. You might be going through life shit. I'm not gonna act like every adult does it and stuff, but bro, once you have a kid, bro, it's your responsibility to keep them happy and shit. Like, you can't just be completely selfish and then also hurting them in the process, bro. Like, you're a horrible parent. Confession: I accidentally joined a cult and kind of liked it. What? So I matched with the super chill guy on a dating app. You know the type, mysterious, well-read, and a little too into astrology. No, I don't. Why are you saying like I'm supposed to know, bro? He invites me to what he called a night of cosmic alignment at his place, and I'm thinking it's just incest. I said incest. That's crazy. Incense, stargazing, and maybe wine. I show up, there are candles everywhere, people in robes. Yo, if I see people in robes all in unison, bro, I'm running, bro. Hell nah, boy, because I don't know if that's KKK or some blood group or something. I don't know. A big chalk circle on the floor. Someone hands me a cup of moon tea that smells like lavender and regret. Before I can even sip it, everyone starts chanting in unison, and suddenly I'm into it. Like, way too into it. The chants sync with my heartbeat. My head feels floaty, and I swear I saw the wallpaper breathe. What the Yeah, they drugged you, buddy. They absolutely put something in that drink. I black out for a bit and wake up with a third eye symbol drawn on my forehead and a new name, Valaria. The crazy part, I stayed for 2 more nights. Oh yeah, you're insane. You're absolutely fucking insane, bro. I don't remember everything we did, but now I have a tattoo and I don't remember getting in a group text titled The Ascended Ones that still sends full moon updates. My nigga, this ain't Grove Garden, bro. What you mean, fool? Anyways, I go to them eventually, but sometimes when I meditate, I swear I can still hear them chanting, and I kind of miss it. Yeah, no, bro. I mean, you know, to each their own. You guys can enjoy whatever you want, but that sounds like they did things without your consent, and that's not okay. It's not okay, bro. My craziest confession is I stole $10K from my mom's bank account for adoption center. Adoption center. Adoption center. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? I ate my own poop when I was no. No. This has to be a lie, bro. If it's not, you're a sick freak. Fine, here's mine. I used to bite my toenails. That's not even the worst part. The worst part is that I got too good at it. Like full bend, precision bite, clean snap. I could have started a side hustle. One time I did it on FaceTime without thinking, and the person paused and said, "Was that your finger?" Or I lied. I said that it was a chip. It was not a chip. I have to live with that. I also ate like a full-on bite into small pieces and swallow. Yeah, you're a freak. You're a freak, bro. You're a freak. All right, chat, that's going to be enough for confessions today. I went through as many of them as I possibly can without getting too tired and without, you know, seeing if you guys are just lying or not. But this was a pretty fun series, chat. If you guys want me to do this again or anything like this, let me know in the comments. I don't think I'm going to read the rest of them. I think if I do a confessions video again, I'm just going to do a whole nother form, all right? Just to give you guys another chance to like get first or whatever. And yeah, chat, I love you guys, bro, and I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Peace.